Now, Good Morning Northwest, wildfire in Stevens County. People nearby being told to get ready to leave their homes at a moment's notice. We have the latest from the fire lines.
June is wrapping up on a hot note and the 4th following suit. We're going to have a full check of your holiday forecast coming your way.
And some people fighting for their lives don't have the medicine they need. How a shortage of cancer-fighting medications is affecting Spokane area patients and the tough decisions doctors are having to make. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning. We appreciate you starting your day with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Friday. It is June 30th, and Mark is back from his vacation with your first alert forecast.
Hi, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful start to the day. Temperature is 60 degrees into Coeur d'Alene. We're sitting at 63. Sunshine, blue sky, a little bit of cloud cover. That's it. Winds, negligible. Not a big deal and should not be yet through today. Sunny and hot as we look at the 4 things you need to know. The high is going to be in the low 90s all over the place today. Weekend's going to be dry and it's going to be a warm, sunny 4th of July. So planning ahead, beautiful camping weekend. We do have in satellite radar, again, some high thin clouds. That's all. No rain and no rain in sight. Currently 61 to Post Falls, Hayden at 60, 54 Deer Park, downtown 63 degrees. Here's your forecast for the day. We continue to see those temperatures climb up quickly. By noon, we'll be at 84 degrees. And again, low 90s as we get into the late afternoon. 91 will be our high today.
We're following breaking news this morning on the fire that tore through the Stevens County town of Arden last night, south of Colville.
Yeah, at last check, level 1 and level 2 evacuations are in place for those living near the Moran Creek fire. Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Now desk. And Sydney, you just spoke with Stevens County Emergency Management.
That's right, and they confirmed that around 50 acres have burned. This morning, we're also getting a new look at some of the video of those flames. And the Stevens County Emergency Management just told me level 2 evacuations, meaning be set to evacuate at a moment's notice, are still in place for people living on Arden Butte Road, and level 1 evacuations, meaning be ready for a potential evacuation, remain in place for those living on Moran Creek Road. Now, this fire started at around 1:30 yesterday afternoon and continued to grow. One woman says she watched the smoke around her home for hours.
Got a text message from one of my boarders saying, you know, there's a fire behind your house.
4 strike teams were on the scene to help extinguish the wildfire, along with air support. A shelter for evacuees was open at Colville Junior High School, but that has since closed. Stevens County Emergency Management says that shelter is set to be on standby to be reopened if evacuation levels change. Incident Commander Steve Harris with the Washington Department of Natural Resources says this fire could have been much worse.
Fuels on the northern aspects and eastern aspects are still pretty green, but green will burn. Give it a few more drying days and there would be a lot more risk if this fire had occurred in a couple weeks.
The Stevens County Emergency Management says there are more crews arriving this morning to fight this fire. We don't know yet what started it. And those level 1 and level 2 evacuation levels will be reevaluated this morning, and I will continue to check with the Department of Natural Resources to bring you all the latest details. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thanks. This wildfire is a good reminder that many backyard fires are illegal this weekend. If you want to enjoy a backyard fire, it'll have to be in an approved manufactured device. Area fire marshals have enacted a burn ban beginning today for much of Spokane County, including the cities of Spokane, Spokane Valley, Airway Heights, Cheney, and Deer Park. That means no backyard fire pits or other open burning.
A nationwide cancer treatment drug shortage is having an impact on Spokane hospitals and their patients. Dr. Brett Gorley, an oncologist at Childcare, says this shortage is affecting cancers ranging from breast, lung, to ovarian. Gorley saying the shortage has ramped up in the last couple of months due to an overseas production center shutting down. This means hospitals have to choose who gets medication and who does not. Gorley says most times it comes down to whether the cancer is treatable. As for alternative options, it depends on what kind of cancer a patient has.
If we don't have these drugs, then we really have to think about what their cancer is and what their alternatives are and see if there are better alternatives. Sometimes there is, and sometimes there isn't.
According to the FDA, there are more than 130 drugs in short supply right now, including 4 cancer treatments. Gorley says Childcare has assembled a task force to track the status of the drug supply. They've been told the drug shortage could go on for another 6 to 12 months, which of course some cancer patients just don't have. And Providence Sacred Heart tells us it is also affected by the shortage, saying in a statement, hospital and care facilities, including those across the Providence family of organizations, are experiencing a shortage of roughly 300 chemotherapy and oncology-related medications. We and other partners are exploring ways to address this shortage.
The Spokane City Council approved a new contract for police officers. It was a unanimous vote during a special legislative session. This new contract with the Police Guild will last through December of 2026. It sets the salaries, wages, hours, and other conditions for all commissioned police employees, but it does not cover the chief of police, assistant chief, major, directors, captains, or lieutenants. Governor Jay Inslee will be in Spokane today. He'll meet with state officials at the now vacant Camp Hope.
Yeah, after that, he heads to the Catalyst Housing Development to talk with residents and organizers with Catholic Charities. It's been nearly 3 weeks since the last people staying at Camp Hope moved out. Local organization Housing Navigator wants to lead a project to help find new homes for former Camp Hope residents. We spoke to one of the families who used to live at Camp Hope about their experiences there. Tonight on 4 News Now at 5, hear their story and what local organizations say they need to provide affordable housing for more people. Our time is now 6 minutes after 6 o'clock.
All right, we're going to send things back over to Mark Peterson. Yeah, we do have ripe fire conditions right now.
Fire weather watch into the central part of the state, low humidities, breezy conditions on the down slopes of the Cascades. We're not a part of that, but we do have a burn ban. So we're going to talk more about your forecast and the heat that's coming.
And we're live this morning at the Summer Carnival in Riverfront Park. So many attractions, carnival rides, and carnival food to enjoy. We'll tell you all about it coming up.
And more than 650 people arrested in France as protests over police killing a 17-year-old driver spill into more cities. We have the story after the break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Live with Kelly and Mark every weekday morning.
It's coming this August. The Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, presented by Circling Raven Golf Club and 4 News Now. Circling Raven Golf Club has once again been chosen to host this women's professional golf tournament August 21st through the 27th. More than 150 pros from over 30 countries will compete for shares of the $200,000 purse. Come see the game's rising stars. The Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, presented by Circling Raven Golf Club and 4 News Now, coming this August. We'll see you there.
It's the biggest trade-in event in America this week at all 3 Cal locations.
This is your chance to trade in anything. Boats, snowmobiles, motorbikes, trailers. Whether it runs or not, we're cleaning up America.
Making it the perfect time to upgrade your old ride to something better. Plus, delaying all payments until September 1st. With top dollar offered for all trade-ins during Cal's 4th of July Great Trade-In event.
People who come to the Inland Northwest rave about its beauty.
For those of us who live and work here, we couldn't agree more. From its iconic history
to a ton of new beginnings. We have farm-to-table roots and access to nature right out our back door.
And as a community member, BECU wants to honor those who work together to make life better for our region.
Join us for the premier food and drink celebration, Crave, at the Spokane Valley Center Place, July 13th through the 15th. Proudly sponsored by BECU.
The Wyeth's 3 Generations works from the Bank of America collection provides a revealing look at America's most celebrated artistic family. N.C. Wyeth's colorful and dramatic illustrations, his son Andrew's important realist paintings with an abstract quality, and Andrew's son Jamie's often wry and playful portraits and landscapes. At the MAC through August 20th. Purchase tickets in advance at northwestmuseum.org.
Summer is here and everybody knows the general store has the fun stuff. But did you know?
We have hundreds of inflatables, towables, and kayaks for your time at the river or lake. You'll find the right drinkware from top brands such as Stanley, Hydro Flask, and Yeti. Boating, we have what you need in our recently upgraded marine section. You'll find top brands in our rod, reel, tackle, and bait in our newly revised fishing department.
The general store, we have the fun stuff.
Welcome Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A Texas judge has ruled in favor of media outlets trying to learn more about the police response to the Uvalde, Texas school shooting.
The judge said the Texas Department of Public Safety, or DPS, has to turn over the emergency communications, dash cam videos, 911 calls, and other records related to the shooting. Some of the nation's biggest media outlets, including all major news networks, sued the Texas DPS for refusing to share materials. The judge gave DPS until August 31st to provide a log of what they think should be redacted. A hearing on the matter is expected to be held in September.
In France, protests have now spread from the Parisian suburb of Nanterre, where a 17-year-old boy was killed by police on Tuesday, to several French cities. France's foreign minister says 667 people were arrested overnight as violence continues to grow across the country. According to the Interior Ministry, 249 police officers were injured during widespread protests last night. President Emmanuel Macron is scheduled to hold another emergency meeting with officials in a bid to calm the population and curb the unrest.
The Biden administration has approved 2 potential arms sales totaling more than $440 million to Taiwan. The U.S. has long provided arms to the island under the terms of the Taiwan Relations Act, and there is bipartisan support for supplying Taiwan with weapons. However, the move is likely to provoke anger from Beijing, which views Taiwan as part of China. The State Department released a statement saying, quote, "This proposed sale serves U.S. national, economic, and security interests by supporting the recipient's continuing efforts to modernize its armed forces and to maintain a credible defensive capability."
11 minutes past 6 o'clock. Hey, it's Friday morning. It's the end of June. It's sunny and hot today is the 10-second takeaway. Summer gear is going to be needed because, yeah, it's going to be hot. Make sure to drink plenty of water. Take breaks when you can. 91 the high today.
Well, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office is warning you about scam calls using the names of their deputies.
Now, we have a voicemail left by one of the scammers, and it sounds very real. Take a listen.
Hello, this is Lieutenant Jeffrey Shover, Spokane County Sheriff's Office. Trying to reach a gentleman by the name of... This is him. In fact, you need to contact me as soon as you receive this message. I can best be reached at 509-404-1240.
Now, there is a Lieutenant Jeffrey Shover with the Sheriff's Office. However, that was not him. And the Sheriff's Office says that they will never call and demand payments or threaten arrest.
Right. The phone number given in that call goes to a voicemail claiming to be Lieutenant Shover's, but we checked it and it's not connected to the real lieutenant in any way. So as always, be careful of these scam calls. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:13.
As you know, Mark is back. He has that all-important 4th of July holiday forecast. That's just ahead. And the carnival has come to town.
Yeah, it's set up right in the heart of Spokane. Coming up, Destiny Richards live in Riverfront Park with what you need to know about it.
What images come to mind when you hear the phrase long-term care? It comes in many forms, whether it's assisted living, home health care, chores, or just providing transportation for appointments. AARP and BECU are here to help. For tips, tools, and resources, visit this website.
We owe everything to our troops, past and present, for their honor, courage, and dedication.
As a token of our appreciation, 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are encouraging you to once again wear red on Fridays.
Join us in recognizing our troops and their families for allowing us the freedoms we enjoy as Americans.
Stop into any Global branch and pick up a red pin to show your support. Then wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
Wear Red Fridays, brought to you by 4 News Now and Global Credit Union.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
This week, Walker's Furniture is combining their anniversary sale with their 4th of July sale for double the discounts. Where the more you spend, the more you save, up to $760 off. Or you can take advantage of special 5 years no-interest financing with no money down.
So you can get that new living room furniture or stylish bedroom set you've been wanting and pay for it later.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less.
During the 43rd 4th of July sale at Walker's.
Some drive an Audi for the performance, others for the innovation. At Audi Spokane, you can drive one today. Like a new Audi Q5 S-Line Premium, just $559 a month. Plus, we'll buy your car, any make or model. No purchase necessary. You'll get the maximum book value and a check the same day. At Audi Spokane, an AutoNation company. Visit AudiSpokane.com.
Don't miss the $50,000 Sunday hot seats at Northern Quest. That's Sunday with an E on the end and a cherry on top. It's a play on words. July, Sunday, hot seats, you get the idea. And it's happening noon to 4 p.m. every Sunday with a Y in July. Don't overthink it. Just swipe your Camus card and be playing your favorite machine when your name is called. The $50,000 Sunday with an E hot seats every Sunday with a Y in July. Only at Northern Quest.
Kootenai Humane Society is now Companions Animal Center. We invite you to our fundraising event at the exclusive Hagedon Gardens at Casco Bay. Enjoy a boat ride there and back, cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. Funds raised will go toward our new center for homeless animals.
ABC's World News Tonight.
And 4 News Now.
When the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
New name means new fun. Tooele Casino is now Mr. Quack Casino Hotel.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
It's now 6:16. A summer carnival has arrived in Spokane, courtesy of Riverfront Park and Idaho Central Credit Union.
You can enjoy carnival rides, kettle corn, and cotton candy today through the 4th of July. Destiny Richards is live in the park now with details on this summer carnival that's happening for the first time since, what, 2019?
Yeah, this is a revival of a summer carnival that used to be here in the park, and we're here with John Moog again, who is the director of Riverfront Spokane. Tell us a little bit about just the bringing back of this carnival.
Yes, we're happy to bring it back. We last brought it back in 2019, and we kind of took a furlough through COVID, and we're happy to bring it back this year. So it's kind of a refresher of what Riverfront Park used to be before the redevelopment project. We had a carnival ride set up underneath the pavilion, and so today we're bringing it back as part of our master plan and continue to add activations to the 4th of July event.
Yeah, it's going to be open every day starting at 11 through the 4th, and then everything ends with the normal 4th of July activities that happen here in the park.
That's right. So at the end on Tuesday, we're going to capstone the event with a Spokane Symphony at 9 o'clock, and then the fireworks, of course. We'll have over 3,000 shells launched at 10 o'clock.
All right, and we're here right now in I believe this is called the Promenade in Riverfront Park?
This is the Howard Street Central Promenade.
All right, and this is where most of the carnival games, the food vendors are going to be. This will open up into one of those balloon dart games. So this gives you kind of an idea of the layout. Near the pavilion is where the Ferris wheel is, and near the Red Wagon is where the kiddie games are, the kiddie rides. And so coming up later, we'll talk a little bit about what you need to know when you come down here, what you need to know about paying for the tickets to get on the rides here at the park. So, and you can also go to our website, kxly.com, for those details, but stay tuned. We'll be back a little bit later this hour. I'll send it back to the studio.
Okay, so they got rides in different parts of the park there as well.
Yeah, and you're looking at it. Maybe hard to see the rides right now, but that is overlooking Riverfront Park, where the carnival's happening.
All right, Mark, you mentioned you were off the rest of the part of this week because you and Jenna were up in Sitka, Alaska.
Sitka, Alaska, and as my travels, for those who have followed Good Morning Northwest over the last decade plus, as I travel, I tend to find toothpick holders.
Toothpick holders.
Shot glasses by others. These are from bear country, and this is where they've got 7 bears, no grizzlies, just brown and black bears that have been some rehabbed to be released. Others have been there for 10 years.
Oh, these are so cool.
And so it came with a donation to them and the purchase of that. And it's very, very cool.
It's adding to our stack of toothpick holders.
Everywhere he goes.
Robin picked up on that these are more than a shot.
These are large.
All right, so I want to show you pictures because what would a vacation slideshow be without pictures? This is one of the 4 different places where you can go.
Wow.
And take a look at all the boats, the fishing boats. All right. King salmon is what we were there for. Jeez. I show you this picture that's over 30 inches. Jeez. What I don't show you is the one that was 32 inches that Jana got. I can't do it.
How hard was that to reel in?
Oh.
I can't imagine.
Tired. And you're fighting it, and we released almost 20. 28 inches. Has to be 28 inches or bigger for the king salmon to get into the boat and stay there.
Wow.
Alive, swimming in the pool down below.
Okay.
So this is
gorgeous.
This was our view.
Beautiful.
It wasn't horrible.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
But it was cool. Highest we got was into the low 60s. So there you go. So the Sitka vacation, you can see the moon, and this was the one day it didn't rain out of 5. The one. Here's what we've got. Tracking the heat. We've got the heat that's going to be coming in and situated right over Spokane and to the south. If you're going to be traveling, you're going to see that heat. We're going to be at 91 degrees today. We're on that cusp, that fringe, so it'll be a little cooler over the weekend, but still well above average, and it's going to be sunny and hot. Tonight, 60. You start to see that full moon building over the weekend. It will be full Sunday, but it's going to be absolutely gorgeous, and you're going to be able to see all of it throughout the weekend, because we don't have any cloud cover that's coming in. High thin clouds coming across right now, but it's dry. The western U.S. under this big panel of high pressure, and that heat is going to continue to come out of the south. Forecast radar. Few high thin clouds, no moisture. It's going to be dry. That fire weather watch through into Moses Lake, in up to Ritzville, Adams County, and then north into Omak, and then through the Tri-Cities. That's good through Saturday evening. Could be extended because we don't see any major changes, and it's going to continue to be again dry and hot. 91 for our high today, 90 into Winthrop, Tri-Cities 98. It'll be triple digits into the LC Valley. Now, we're going to be into the upper 80s Saturday, mid 80s Sunday. That's going to be some of the cool weather. And then Monday, Tuesday, 4th of July, upper 80s. So 2 years ago, we were into the triple digits. By comparison, this looks wonderful. But then we start heating up again Wednesday, Thursday into the low 90s.
I love how your rocket just keeps working that Running Man, but he's getting tired. Yeah. It's now 6:22.
All right, WSU welcomed its new baseball coach yesterday. We'll introduce you to Nathan Choate, who explains how he hopes to turn around a program with a proud tradition after the break in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
When you're faced with the question,
"Hey, honey, what do you want for dinner?"
he should know my answer is going to be mustard seed. Original signature dishes that are made fresh daily, great happy hours, and locally owned. Life's too short for mediocre food. Mustard seed, where Spokane eats. Dine in, take out, and delivery.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Find countless ways to play and stay in CDA at visitcda.org.
Considering selling your RV? R&R wants it. Tired of paying storage fees? R&R needs it. Just don't use it anymore? R&R will buy it. Due to a critical shortage of pre-owned RVs, R&R RV is currently paying our absolute top dollar for your used RV. Any year, any make, any model. Turn your RV into cash or flip it for a newer model. So if you no longer use it or want it, let R&R RV buy it. Visit the R&R RV Superstore in Liberty Lake or call Keith at 509-499-2601.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, posted online at bimart.com. There's 16 pages filled with savings in every department. Soak up the sun. We have what you need to cool off in your own pool or get out on the water. Plus, pick up all the essentials for camping in the Pacific Northwest, and don't forget the snacks and beverages to go with it. Save now at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Summer is heating up, and that means now is the perfect time to stop into Mainstream for your new air conditioning unit. When you do, we'll even throw in a free furnace to help keep you comfortable year-round. It's all part of our summer special. Call or visit Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing today to find out more.
Summer storms. Sudden, intense, dangerous. 4 News Now First Alert Weather warns you in advance.
Up to quarter-size hail.
Keeping you informed until the threat is past and your family is safe. On the air, on the app, only on 4 News Now.
Well, you want to find me on campus? Go out to the baseball field. That's where I'm going to be. I guess Washington State baseball coach Nathan Choate loves sleeping at the office. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minnensum. Choate was officially introduced as the new Cougars head baseball coach on Wednesday, and he is already looking to make his mark on the program. Choate arrives at WSU after leading Loyola Marymount to a regular season conference championship. It was the Lions' first outright regular season title in 25 years. Choate also coached the WCC Pitcher of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Freshman of the Year. Prior to his 4 years at LMU, Choate spent time at the University of San Diego, Grand Canyon University, UC Riverside, and Cal Poly. Washington State hasn't made the playoffs in 13 years. Choate says he is focused on building the foundation of the program first.
I was just at a school that hadn't won an outright WCC championship in 25 years. I don't really focus on the things that haven't happened or how long it's been. I really just want to get the right people in the building and play good baseball. And I think if you do that, keep your head down, your mouth shut, and just work, and then the play will take care of itself.
Here are some of Choate's notable accomplishments. Choate was the 2023 WCC Coach of the Year. Now, throughout his coaching career, he's made the College World Series twice and has helped 25 players get drafted to the pros. Seattle Mariners manager Scott Service was named to the coaching staff for the American League All-Star team. Service has finished in the top 3 of Manager of the Year voting each of the last 2 years. The MLB All-Star Game is July 11th at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:26.
As we head to a commercial break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, we're diving into some of the hottest deals heading into the holiday weekend as part of our July 4th sales extravaganza.
Consumers are certainly strapped from inflation, and they've been thinking about purchases more deliberately. We really are seeing retailers bringing out deals on those big ticket items that would normally be a budget stretch for consumers, trying to bring that down into a very tempting price point.
For some of the biggest savings, experts say to shop for grills, mattresses, clothes, and furniture.
Think of 4th of July weekend as your round 1, and that Prime Day week, Black Friday in July, as your round 2 to get any deals that you might not have gotten 4th of July weekend.
And coming up at 7 a.m., what to buy when, the sales to watch, and ones to wait on to save you some cold, hard cash. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
Trilogy for COPD.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel.
You don't have to take COPD sitting down.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
It's time to make a stand.
And I'm feeling good.
Start a new day with Trilogy. No once-daily COPD medicine has the power to treat COPD in as many ways as Trilogy. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trilogy makes breathing easier for a full 24 hours, improves lung function, and helps prevent future flare-ups. Trilogy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trilogy more than prescribed. Trilogy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Take a stand and start a new day with Trilogy. Ask your doctor about once daily Trilogy and save at Trilogy.com.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
We owe everything to our troops, past and present, for their honor, courage, and dedication.
As a token of our appreciation, 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are encouraging you to once again wear red on Fridays.
Join us in recognizing our troops and their families for allowing us the freedoms we enjoy as Americans.
Stop into any Global branch and pick up a red pin to show your support. Then wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
Wear Red Fridays, brought to you by 4 News Now and Global Credit Union.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The thoughtfully redesigned 2023 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus up to 32 miles per gallon. A 260 horsepower turbocharged engine, advanced technology, and an extra-large touchscreen. The 2023 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Drive new Subaru models with 3.9% financing at AutoNation Subaru today.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker begins with breaking news out of Stevens County.
The 50-acre Moran Creek fire threatened homes in Arden, just south of Colville. That fire started around 1:30 yesterday afternoon and destroyed 7 buildings. So far, firefighters have been able to keep homes safe. This morning, level 1 and 2 evacuations are still in place, and more firefighters are set to arrive today to make sure it doesn't spread. You can see our full story on KXLY.com.
An ex-school resource officer accused of failing to confront a shooter who killed 17 people at Florida's Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in 2018 was acquitted of child neglect and negligence. Prosecutors argue that Scott Peterson took cover instead of confronting the gunman. His defense team said Peterson was being scapegoated, and in the chaos of the shooting, he could not have known where shots were coming from.
Well, Mars has donuts? Well, it appears to have at least one, but not one any human would want to eat. An image captured by the Mars rover Perseverance shows this mysterious donut-shaped rock on the red planet's surface. The Perseverance launched in July of 2020 and continues to explore the planet for signs of ancient microbial life. Scientists believe this could be a meteorite, or it could be a rock that was brought to the area by a river channel.
Ooh, now I want to glaze.
It does look kind of tasty.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
Adam, Derek Dice. It is Friday, June the 3rd. I can't believe it's the last day of the month already. Mark Peterson here with a look at that first alert forecast as we head into the, I guess, 4th of July extended weekend.
Oh, yes, for a lot of people. It wasn't March just an exceptionally warm month, and we thought it would never end now, again, the end of June. Fire weather watch from Omak all the way down into the Tri-Cities, the Columbia Basin, due to very low relative humidity and breezy conditions downslope off the Cascades. We're not a part of that, but a burn ban exists, and again, as it should for the July weekend. 63 degrees, winds to 11 miles an hour now, so getting a little breezy. We're going to see in the 4 things you need to know, the fact that it's going to be sunny and hot, not only today, but through the weekend into next week. Highs are going to be in the lower 90s for today. It's going to be a dry weekend, and then it's going to be a warm, sunny 4th. So things are looking really good there. For those who have made camping plans, it's going to be a gorgeous weekend. We continue to see just a few high thin clouds coming across. That's it. Temperature-wise, right now into the valley, 62, 64 downtown. Head up north, 54 Deer Park. You're in Idaho, 60 in Hayden, but down into Coeur d'Alene, warmer at 66 degrees. Here's the forecast for the day. 60s to start. It's going to be, you know, mid-80s by midday and low 90s for the afternoon.
And from the Breaking Now desk, we are taking a live look at the Supreme Court building as the justices are preparing to hand down another round of decisions today. This morning, its ruling upending affirmative action at American colleges and universities is stirring up a lot of reactions. In a 6-3 decision, the Supreme Court's conservative supermajority rolling back the decades-old policy used to address inequality and assemble diverse student bodies at colleges and universities. Chief Justice John Roberts writing that affirmative action admission policies at Harvard and the University of North Carolina violate the guarantee of equal protection under the law. Roberts noting that those schools' affirmative action policies unavoidably employ race in a negative manner and involve racial stereotyping. The court's 3 liberal justices slammed their 6 conservative colleagues in their dissent, saying, quote, deeming race irrelevant in law does not make it so in life.
The dissenting justices pointed out is that this is going to create absolute chaos because every school will find a way to adapt.
President Joe Biden also spoke out against the decision on Thursday, saying that the court, quote, walked away from decades of precedent. At the center of another case that made its way through the high court, a former mail worker who said that the United States Postal Service violated federal law by failing to reasonably accommodate his inability to work on Sundays. The Supreme Court said that the lower court should take another look at the impact the request for accommodation would have on the Postal Service as a whole. And today we're expecting decisions on LGBTQ+ rights and President Biden's student loan forgiveness program. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Well, there are several barriers for people who hope to become childcare workers, but a new program aims to help them succeed.
There aren't enough open spots for children at daycare centers, and some of the problems stem from not having enough staff. Through a 5-week program, the Spokane Workforce Council wants to help more people enter the field. 25 aspiring childcare workers on full scholarships will go through the training. The course is required by the state and will teach a handful of important skills like CPR and how to safely handle food.
Our economy cannot run if the individuals that are working in it have children and their children do not have care providers. Nothing operates without someone to care for our children while we're at work.
Rainbow Connection, a daycare center in downtown Spokane, is feeling that shortage. Owners say they need about 6 more staff members and believe this program will help it and other child care centers. Newport Hospital is once again delivering babies. It stopped because it didn't have enough staff.
Now, this is great news for many expecting moms across the state line in North Idaho, since Bonner General in Sandpoint closed its obstetrics unit earlier this year. For the last year, families have had to travel an hour away to Providence Holy Family Hospital in Spokane to have their babies. In the first month that it's been back open, the rural hospital has delivered 5 babies. While Newport is home to only about 2,000 people, the hospital serves 14,000 between Washington and Idaho. Staff says before they reopen, some patients would have to get hotel rooms near Spokane as they waited to go into labor.
Physicians continued to do prenatal care for our patients during the pause on deliveries in Newport, and I was fortunate enough to be able to, I had the time and the energy to get privileges at the hospitals down in Spokane.
Now, because Newport is a rural hospital, staff members say they can only do low-risk deliveries. And although rare, there still could be situations where women would need to travel to have their babies delivered.
Harborview Medical Center in Seattle is one of hundreds of hospitals around the country preparing for fireworks injuries. The ER there sees an average of 65 patients on the 4th of July with injuries caused by fireworks, and many of them children. Dr. Steve Mitchell, the department's medical director, says these kinds of injuries can impact people for life.
All of these injuries are very tragic. And you can imagine if somebody loses vision, loses use of their hands, those are two of the things that are most important to our well-being.
And remember, fireworks are illegal in most local areas, and some of the places you Valley, Cheney, Millwood, Liberty Lake, unincorporated areas of Spokane County. The fine for a violation starts at $536, plus fines, court costs, damage costs, and on and on.
You don't want one of those fines. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:38.
You don't want to be responsible for starting a fire because our weather has been so dry and so warm.
And we're going to continue to see dry, warm weather. The fire weather watch, that's in the central part of the state. But again, we've got a fire ban here because of those conditions. Tonight at 9 o'clock, temperatures nearing 80 degrees. Wow. So we're going to stay very warm. Back deck living, people. It's going to be great this weekend. We'll have more on your forecast coming up.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Achieve tomorrow's dreams today with a Momentum Home Equity Line of Credit. And when you get in motion now, you'll get a special introductory rate for the first 6 months. Get a jump on your dreams today. Horizon Credit. Your path, our purpose.
Bike riders versus driver, how it led to this. He was just trying to weave his way around the bikes on his way home. Then this happened. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
92.9 CCU.
They were at home near Sandpoint when George's wife Sue found him unresponsive and started CPR. Within minutes, he was airlifted to Kootenai Health. because George was having a STEMI, the most serious type of heart attack. Fortunately, Kootenai Health is a level 1 STEMI center with state-of-the-art cardiac care. So, just 90 minutes after his heart attack, George woke up with a healed heart and a very happy wife.
Wildfire season is here and we may be affected by smoke. Protect your health by being prepared. 1. Check current air quality and fire activity online and plan accordingly. 2. When it's smoky, limit or avoid time outdoors. And 3. Keep indoor air as clean as possible. Replace home air filters more often and set the air conditioner to the recirculate mode. For the latest information about wildfires and air quality, visit the Washington Smoke blog, wasmoke.blogspot.com.
Hey, whether you're a red, white, and bluer, beach baller, or light 'em upper, AutoNation Toyota is celebrating July 4th right along with you. This holiday, drive your favorite new 2023 Toyota models with low 3.99% APR financing. We'll even buy your car for top dollar and pay you on the spot. Hurry to AutoNation Toyota or AutoNation.com. What drives you drives us. AutoNation Toyota.
At Horizon Credit Union, we help you on your path to fulfilling your dreams. With the freedom and convenience of easy banking, you can hit the road with confidence. No matter where you are, we can help you get there. Start your path today.
It's now 6:41. At least 100,000 people may have had their data compromised in a data breach believed to be carried out by a Russian criminal group. Like other recent cyber attacks on companies, schools, and government agencies, the hack exploited a vulnerability in transfer software called MoveIt that is used by the Department of Health. So far, the hacking group has not installed any ransomware on systems. Instead, investigators believe they are targeting individual owners of stolen data with extortion demands. It's not known who they have approached or if anyone has paid money.
All right, Friday morning, 10-second takeaway. Sunny and hot today. Temperatures in the low 90s. Summer gear, can hydrate. Sunscreen if you're going to be out and about. Take some breaks in there. 91 our high today.
For the first time ever, Spokane is hosting the Badminton Junior Nationals this week at the podium.
Yeah, 19 different courts are running games in there. More than 600 athletes and coaches are here to play badminton, all of them from outside of the Inland Northwest. Cherie Gwynn, the Senior Director of Events for Spokane Sports, says the Junior Nationals is good preparation for when Spokane hosts the Badminton Junior World Championships in September.
There's not a huge opportunity here locally because we don't have a true facility for badminton, but hosting an event like this allows for membership and just the growth of it and the awareness.
The setup in there looks pretty cool, and that event goes through Sunday if you want to go check it out.
And you should. It's now 6:42.
All right, Destiny is live with a preview of a carnival in Riverfront Park.
The ICCU Summer Carnival starts today and goes through the 4th of July. Coming up, we're giving you a little preview of some of the rides that are here in the park.
Download the 4 News Now app today. 4 News Now Fire Watch coverage.
That fire has grown exponentially.
With resources on TV, online, and on the go with the 4 News Now app. Fire Watch coverage to keep you safe. That's what we mean when we say expect more on 4 News Now.
Alabama, Roll On North America Tour, presented by Kenworth. July 6th, Spokane Arena. With very special guest, the Marshall Tucker Band. Alabama, live. All your favorite songs from the greatest country band of all time. On sale now at ticketswest.com. Produced by Outback Presents.
People who come to the Inland Northwest rave about its beauty.
For those of us who live and work here, we couldn't agree more. From its iconic history
To a ton of new beginnings. We have farm-to-table roots and access to nature right out our back door.
and as a community member, BECU wants to honor those who work together to make life better for our region.
Join us for the premier food and drink celebration, Crave, at the Spokane Valley Center Place, July 13th through the 15th. Proudly sponsored by BECU.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Router 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
This could be you. Just chilling, staying cool this summer. Join us for jackpots, food, and fun at Mississauga Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games to earn your entries to win a share of $13,000 cool cash, paddle boards, kayaks, and air conditioners. Mississauga Casino Hotel, keeping it cool. Drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, July 29th. Learn more at Mississauga.com.
You wouldn't do that. So why do you do this? Distracted driving kills an average of 9 people and injures over 1,000 every day in America. Put down your phone. Lives depend on it. Don't drive intoxicated. Don't drive intoxicated. A sobering message from AAA.
4 News Now is brought to you in part by the mustard seed.
All right, it's now 7:15. You can kick off your 4th of July weekend at the Summer Carnival.
Yeah, it's happening at Riverfront Park. Starts this morning at 11 and goes all the way through the 4th of July holiday. Destiny Richards is live with what you need to know about attending and checking it out.
Yeah, we've kind of been going to different parts of the carnival throughout Riverfront Park, and now we're in the area where all the kiddie carnival rides are with John Moog again. Everything here is going to cost tickets to ride.
It will cost tickets, yes. They're $1 per ticket. And usually it takes about 4 to 6 tickets to ride the ride. So you can get 25 tickets for $25 or 35 tickets for $40. Or you can actually get a wristband unlimited for $40. So it's a good deal.
All right, sounds good. And just tell us again, just a reminder of what this is all about. It's really, bring this carnival back hopefully every single year.
Yeah, we really do hope to bring it back and make it a tradition for our 4th of July celebration. We last did it in 2019, and it was a reflection of bringing back the carnival rides that were originally here in the Spokane Pavilion prior to the redevelopment of the park. So it's really great to bring this back and make it a tradition of the park and really make the 4th of July not just fireworks, but also something more family-oriented that everyone can participate for a long period of time.
Yeah, I was going to say that it's really fun that, this is kind of in the middle of Hoop Fest and then Pig Out in the Park, which is another great event that happens in the summertime here at Riverfront Park. So very exciting, lots to do throughout the summer here in the park. So definitely bring out your family. You can go to our website, kxly.com, for more information about the summer carnival, tickets, everything you need to know to plan your visit. I'll send it back to the studio.
And she should slide down the slide now. Isn't she in the red wagon?
Yeah.
She should, phew. Maybe we can see her. Nope, we can't see her. That is a live look up at the park.
All right, it is going to be warm down there, of course, at any time during the weekend, as we're expecting temperatures at or near 90 for much of the weekend.
Probably going to see some young entrepreneurs out this weekend with lemonade stands and such. Those trying to make a buck or two. Stop in. It's going to be overly sweet anyway, but it's, it helps them out. Here's what we have as we look at, Newport. You got blue skies, beautiful. And then we look at Sandpoint. Look at that beautiful blue sky. Anyone who's got space around a lake, creek, whatever, it's going to be great. 91 for our high today, so temperatures well above average. We should be into the mid-70s. 60 for the overnight low. It's going to be clear skies, going to be beautiful. We're building up to a full moon for Sunday evening, so you're going to see most of it throughout the next several days. The skies are going to be great. Now, we are seeing, again, just a few high thin clouds from a system up in Canada, so just dragging across. That's it. No moisture, no rain. Unfortunately, also very low humidity. So into areas from the Tri-Cities, Moses Lake, all the way up into areas of Omak on the east slopes. Fire weather watch there. For us, no. Again, we're going to have those winds, and we're going to see, again, some variable clouds, but that's going to be it. That's going to be all weekend long, and that's going to be a very substantial, warm pocket of air that's going to hang out for quite a while. Now, not like a couple years ago when we were in the triple digits. 91 today, 89 into Coeur d'Alene, Britsville, 93 degrees. You're going to be right at 100 degrees, Tri-Cities, and into Lewiston, the LC Valley. We have in our planning forecast a cool, I like you need to see the air quotes maybe, cool down. Saturday 89, 85 on Sunday. Again, sunny, beautiful overnight lows into the mid to upper 50s. By Monday, we're at 87, 87 again Tuesday. That's 4th of July. Really, this is picturesque weather for this long, for many, a 4-day weekend. Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to be in the low 90s. That'll take us through the end of next week. So July is going to be a hot start. And right into the middle of the month, it's going to stay hot as well.
I know you didn't make Ricky, but Gail on Facebook is asking me why he has 2 teeth. He's only got 2.
He's got, well, I don't know. You know,
that's a great question, Gail. We can appreciate that.
I don't know. I just know that his time is limited.
Oh, he's going to shoot out of here. It's now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up.
All right, thanks so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Friday morning. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mistaqua Hotel and Casino in Chewelah.
When you download the Fred Meyer app, you have easy access to savings every day and get personalized coupons sent straight to your phone. Save big today when you download the Fred Meyer app. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. I gotta call Swap.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling him.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
For a limited time, save 32% on a Samsung French door fridge at Fred's 4th of July sale.
This family-sized French door is designed with a modern look to accent your kitchen.
On sale for only $15.99, Fred's has this Samsung fridge in stock and ready for pickup or delivery.
With separate pantry drawers for storage, this Samsung French door can handle all your groceries. Save $700 on this Samsung fridge on sale for only $15.99.
Don't miss Fred's Appliance 4th of July sale.
My parents started their first dealership in Coeur d'Alene in 1983. They took pride in being locally owned and work hard to help this great community we call home.
Now, 3 generations later, we're still proud to be one of the last locally owned Subaru dealerships, and we're working harder than ever to give back to the community that has supported us all these years.
Because we're looking forward to being your local family Subaru dealer for generations to come.
Get your home summer ready and take advantage of some big savings. At Ironstone Furniture and Fire, you can create your outdoor space and save on in-stock selections of barbecues, outdoor furniture, fire pits, and more. Everything you need to enjoy the outdoors with family and friends. Visit our showroom, Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
Fresh produce is the best produce. That's why at Fred Meyer, we invest in local farmers to bring you the freshest seasonal picks. So no matter how you shop, your local produce always tastes as fresh as it gets. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Friday and the holiday weekend here in the morning sprint.
Destiny Richards is live in Riverfront Park with what you need to know about the carnival.
Mark has your 4th of July weekend forecast.
But first, evacuation levels are in place right now for those living near the Moran Creek fire. Let's get right to Sydney Charles. She's been talking to fire line officials.
The Moran Creek fire tore through the Stevens County town of Arden last night, just south of Colville. The Stevens County Emergency Management told me this morning that around 50 acres have burned. Level 2 evacuations, meaning be set to evacuate at a moment's notice, are still in place for people living on Arden Butte Road. Level 1 evacuations, meaning be ready for a potential evacuation, are in place for those living on Moran Creek Road. Firefighters have been battling this fire since 1:30 yesterday afternoon, and there are more crews arriving today. today. We'll keep you updated if and when evacuation levels change when they're reevaluated this morning.
The wildfire is a good reminder that many backyard fires are illegal this weekend. If you want to enjoy a backyard fire, it'll have to be in an approved manufactured device. Area fire marshals have enacted a burn ban beginning today for much of Spokane County, including the cities of Spokane, Spokane Valley, Airway Heights, Cheney, and Deer Park. That means no backyard fire pits or other open burning.
All right, let's get to the first alert weather and show you why. First of all, high and dry. Temperatures very warm. The fuels are drying out. A few clouds coming across, but that's it. Also, we have our fire weather watch. That is for areas to the west from Omak all the way into the Tri-Cities. Low relative humidity, dry fuels, and gusty winds coming off the Cascades. We don't have those winds, but again, that burn ban. Today, it's going to be in the 90s solid. We're going to be at 91. You're going to have 86 into Coeur d'Alene. We're going to see temperatures into the mid-90s into that central part of the state.
Nationwide cancer treatment drug shortage is having an impact on Spokane hospitals. Dr. Brett Gorley, an oncologist at Childcare, says this shortage is affecting cancers ranging from breast, lung, and ovarian. Gorley saying the shortage has ramped up in the last couple of months due to an overseas production center shutting down. This means hospitals have to choose who gets medication and who doesn't. Gorley says most times it comes down to whether the cancer is treatable. As for alternative options, it depends on what kind of cancer a patient has. And you can check out KXLY.com for the latest details on this shortage.
Newport Hospital is once again delivering babies. It stopped because it didn't have enough staff. This is great news for many expecting mothers across the state line in North Idaho, since Bonner General in Sandpoint closed its obstetrics unit earlier this year. For the last year, families have had to travel an hour away to Holy Family here in Spokane to have their babies. In the first month it's been open, the rural hospital has delivered 5 babies.
There are several barriers for people who hope to become childcare workers, but a new program aims to help them succeed. There just aren't enough open spots for children at daycare centers, and some of the problem stems from not having enough staff. Through a 5-week program, the Spokane Workforce Council wants to help more people enter the field. 25 aspiring childcare workers on full scholarships will go through that training. You can read more about the program right now on KXLY.com.
And we've been live this morning in Riverfront Park talking about the ICCU. That's Idaho Central Credit Union Summer Carnival. It is something that's being brought back after several years to the park, and you'll find all sorts of carnival rides, from the Ferris wheel to the kiddie rides here in near the Red Wagon here at the park. But you do have to pay to ride the carnival rides. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, for the details about that and everything that you'll see here through the 4th of July.
And coming up next on Good Morning America, the latest on how airports and airlines are bracing for what's expected to be a record-setting 4th of July weekend, plus the best and worst times that hit the road.
The Spokane City Council approved a new contract for police officers. It was a unanimous vote during a special legislative session. This new contract with the Police Guild will last through December of 2026. It sets the salaries, wages, hours, and other conditions for all commissioned police employees. It does not, however, cover the chief of police, assistant chief, major, directors, captains, or lieutenants.
Governor Jay Inslee will be in Spokane today. He'll meet with state officials at the now vacant Camp Hope. After that, he heads to the Catalyst Housing Development to talk with residents and organizers with Catholic Charities. It's been nearly 3 weeks since the last people staying at Camp Hope moved out. Local organization Housing Navigator wants to lead a project to help find new homes for former Camp Hope residents. We spoke to one of the families who used to live at Camp Hope about their experiences tonight on 4 News Now at 5. Hear their story and what local organizations say they need to provide affordable housing for more people. Final check your weather with Mark next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in a Honda for you. Buy online online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water-wise this summer.
Now, with so much on the line, more Americans are turning to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight than any other newscast across all of television.
All right, good morning, everybody. Again, we've got rides and we've got fun and we've got food all over Spokane, and the surrounding area is going to be a great 4th of July weekend. And then we have the forecast, which is going to be great as well. I mean, we're going to have sunshine, a few high thin clouds. Temperature's going to be in the upper 80s, around 90 all afternoon. That's just the start of it. We look at the planning forecast, 89 Saturday, Sunday 85. That's going to be the cool day. And then we're going to be in the upper 80s Monday, Tuesday, and low 90s Wednesday and Thursday. Look out.
Okay, we hope that everybody has a safe and fun 4th of July weekend. This is for all of you. A little off center, but no, it's still pretty decent.
See you throughout GMA.